It was March 2020. Just before the lockdown was announced, I was relaxing with a cup of tea when my friend rushed over, looking visibly worried. Bro, he said, I invested 2 lakh rupees in 2 stocks back in 2018. 1 lakh each in stock, but now they're both down by more than 60%. At that point, I knew this wasn't just a casual chat, so I put my tea aside. Curious, I asked, which stocks did you buy? He said, one is SAIL, Steel Authority of India, and the other is Gopal Iron and Steel. I opened my laptop, pulled up the charts, and realized my friend was actually quite lucky, just like many of us, because he had made a classic investing mistake that we all learned from. He'd bought these stocks at their peak in 2018, right before they started to fall. His 2 lakh rupees were now worth only around 70,000. Then he asked the big question, what should I do now? With COVID-19 lockdown on top, and both Indian and global markets crashing, he was deeply worried. I took a pause, looked over the charts one more time, and finally said, sell both of these stocks. Sell them? Are you mad? He said, I'm already down 70%. How will I ever make my 2 lakh rupees back? With just 65,000 rupees? And I don't want to wait 20 or 30 years doing passive investing to get my money back. I assured him, this isn't about passive investing. Trust me, I have a plan. He seemed skeptical and said, but the whole market is down, bro. How will you recover my loss? I don't want to just wait forever. He even had tears in his eyes, feeling the weight of that loss. Eventually, though, he listened. He sold his stocks and booked 1.35 lakh rupees loss, leaving him with just 65,000 rupees. Now, I know you are thinking the same, which my friend was. How could I possibly help him recover such a massive loss with such a small amount? Here's the strategy I shared with him, and it's one you can use for a lifetime. Yes, you can use it in today's market also, Nestle, because that's how it did. Recently, one member from our WhatsApp discussion group messaged me, I am down 20% in 2 companies, Dabur and Nestle. What should I do now? Link of our WhatsApp group is in description and it is a free group, so do join. Back to the topic. Today, in 2024, I gave him the same advice and I am sure it will work, as it did, helped my friend to recover his loss and also make good returns from market. Back to my friend's issue. Again, as I looked at my friend's portfolio, I noticed a key problem. Both stocks, SAIL and Gopal Iron and Steel, were from the same industry, the steel industry, under the larger metal sector. Remember? When I took pause and checked my laptop before replying to my friend, I was checking Nifty Metal Index, which was also down by more than 60%. I advised him to put his remaining 65,000 rupees into a metal index ETF immediately, instead of individual stocks. Why? Because even if some metal companies struggle, an index ETF gives exposure to the whole sector and reduces the risk of any single company failing. Fast forward just 1 year, and he had not only recovered his losses, but also made a 90% profit on top of it. This was even after factoring in the market pullback in 2024. Now, imagine if he hadn't taken my advice and held on to those stocks instead. Here's what would have happened. SAIL. Sure, he would have eventually recovered his loss, but his total gain over 4 years would have been a mere 8%. And with current market conditions, SAIL is falling again. Gopal Iron and Steel, after 6 years, he'd still be in a loss, with no real path to recovery. So whether it's a reputed company or a penny stock, this strategy, switching to a sector index ETF, gives you a higher chance to recover and profit over time. Before that, remember the member from our group who is facing 20% loss in Dabur and Nestle. Will you now advise him the same, to sell the share of both companies? If yes, comment below. Which index would you recommend him to buy? I request you to please share this video to those who are in loss due to current market fall. If your one share can help them recover their money back, and they will also be thankful to you for this knowledge. Why this strategy works. Now, I promised you that this strategy would give you 3 critical benefits. First is confidence and opportunity. With an ETF, we're no longer betting on individual companies, which can fail or even get delisted. Think Jet Airways, Yes Bank, Cafe Coffee Day. When the metal index fell further, my friend and I felt confident holding the ETF, and when the sector started to recover, he saw direct gains. Second is peace of mind. Investing in an index ETF relieved him of the stress of monitoring individual stock prices daily. Indices rarely go to zero, unlike individual companies, and this helped him feel secure. Last is capital protection. Even if a few companies in an index fail, like Yes Bank or Vodafone or Adani stocks in the Nifty 50, the index itself will continue to grow with other strong performers. For example, the Nifty 50 index has consistently delivered around 15% returns per year to investors. If you haven't wanted this, not yet commented below the index name, do it, because I am going to reveal it now. Yes, to the member from our WhatsApp group who recently messaged, worried about a 20% loss in Dabur and Nestle. I gave him similar advice. Switch to an FMCG index ETF. Currently, FMCG index is also down by 16%. This isn't about selling every stock and buying ETF. It's about using indices strategically when individual stocks are too risky to hold on to. Wrapping up. So, if you're in a loss or worried about falling markets, consider this strategy. And if you know someone struggling in the current market, share this video with them. This knowledge could be the key to helping them recover. Thank you for watching till the end. If you found value here, please subscribe. Leave a comment with any questions and like this video. I'd love to hear if you'll be using this strategy to secure your investments. Let's all learn together and make smarter decisions so we can stay strong even when the market isn't. Thank you for subscribing the channel.